my belief of leadership, it's behaviors, it's actions that a person demonstrate, right? They perform that motivates and inspires another human being to do something for the betterment of mankind, right? Their actions actually improve the ability of others to personally and professionally perform and develop.
Welcome to the Nicholas Brown Podcast, a podcast talk show about real estate investing, business leadership, and personal development. Each week, we explore current real-life case studies about how to build financial independence through investing in real estate to build your personal portfolio through passive income models, along with interviews from the top business leaders and personal development leaders. Now, here's your host, Nicholas Brown.
Welcome to the show, everyone. I got a special episode. This is tied to the general. I got a sergeant major here, but I'm going to get straight to the about section. Then we're going to get into the leadership section. So here we go. Today's guest is Mario P. Fields. He's a retired sergeant major who served in the United States Marine Corps. Mario has a dynamic personality, and he's highly sought after resource in the business and professional circles for those looking to expand opportunities. He served 26 years in the United States Marine Corps before working in the private sector as a small business owner, philanthropist, and government contractor. Mario has developed, managed, and led diverse teams in the United States, Persian Gulf, Mediterranean Sea, Israel, United Arab Emirates, Africa, Australia, Cambodia, Philippines, South Korea, mainland Japan, Okinawa, Thailand, Kuwait, Iraq, and Afghanistan. His reputation reflects unquestionable integrity, resilience, accountability, and has a strong passion to help others. He has a strong passion to help others, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Sergeant Major retired Mario P. Fields of the United States Marine Corps. Hoorah!
Yeah, hoorah, Nick. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I did not pay him to sound like he is an announcer at one of the world famous professional stadiums. So I just want to get this disclaimer out, right? That
hey, James Brown, man, I'm bringing you out, man. I'm gonna give you your cape.
Hey, man, I'm like, who is he talking about, man? I want to meet this guy.
Hey, man, I'm honored. I'm honored to get you, man. Like I said, I never burn bridges. I build bridges. And ladies and gentlemen, one plug. This is what LinkedIn would do if you just get out there and build a bridge. Don't be expecting things. Now I have another plus for you. I have a sergeant major here. I'm excited about this guy. So, hey, man, I appreciate you being on the show, man.
No, thanks. I appreciate you creating the opportunity, and thanks for your service too. Simplify, right? You did some
do or die.
You did some time as a Marine, so I appreciate you, Nick. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you. One more thing, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to mention. I was just so excited. Make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe. That's where you're going to get an alert for these next 3 episodes that's coming in soon. If you're listening on any podcast, make sure you download this, but this is going to be tied on to the leadership series that I'm doing here. So go ahead. So, Sergeant Major Mario, you okay right now? You okay with Mario? Can I call you Sergeant Major?
You complete.
I know you're retired.
It's your
respect that. Yeah,
it's your show. Just like on a job announcement, right? Preferred. There's qualification and preferred. I'm cool with Mario. I'm cool with Mario.
All right. As I said before, Mario, I can go to another episode, but I'm not going to go to an episode. I know we could tell some stories here about life and in general, but the purpose of this series, we're going to talk about leadership. Everyone got their different ways of leading, though. But you in the Marine Corps and you outside retired, you're still leading. But we're going to focus on 3 things that's tied to leadership. We're going to talk about motivation, teach us some skills about leadership, and we're going to get your perspective on the overall ways of leadership, where you can talk about how it's changed in time. Which, how many years did you serve?
I did just over 26.
Wow, just over 26. Wow, man. Thank you for your service again. Man, I did my time to get out. But I just want to get those overall 3 things. So first thing we ask you, what motivated you? We're gonna go back to get in the Marine, to go in the Marine Corps.
Yeah. No, good question, Nick. Honestly, my older brother joined the Navy. We're about 17, 18 months apart. And when he came, I was a senior in high school. When he came home from boot camp, man, I was like, he was mature. He had a six pack.
Right. He's squared away. Huh? Right.
I was like, man, is that what boot camp does? And he was essentially like, yeah, all boot camp is the same, right? And you don't have to depend on mom and dad. So I needed some discipline. I like to party. I was like,
okay.
I was like, if I go to college, I know I'm gonna party and I'm gonna get mad. Mom and dad's gonna get pissed. So and then there was this young Marine. His name was Corporal Matias. He was real short, probably like, I'm 5'2.5". I shrunk, man. But he was like 5'4". He was just motivated and solid. So seeing my brother come home and then running into Corporal Matias, I said, you know what? I'm not going to be just like my brother. I want to give back. I want to get a little discipline. So I'm going to join the Marines because if Corporal Matias can do it, and I like his confidence and the way he just carried himself. And I like how my brother came back with a six pack and he was disciplined.
Right.
And he said boot camp's all the same. So I'm going to join the Marines so people don't think I'm like my brother. And I can be like Corporal Matias because I'm short and he's short. Yeah, let me join the Marine Corps.
Okay. But it's a big difference for the Marine Corps boot camp compared to the Navy's, ladies and gentlemen. If you're listening in,
I found that out.
I'm here to tell you.
Quickly.
You may have had the six pack.
Man, I thought
you had a different perspective after that boot camp compared to the Navy and the Marines. Okay.
My friend, right? Hey, that first day of Paris Island, I was like, nah.
Oh, you went to Paris Island too?
Hey, man, I was like, yeah, I screwed up.
This episode is brought to you by Nicholas Brown, REI.club.
Hello, and thanks for watching this brief video. My name is Nicholas Brown. I'm an author and a residential developer here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we're on target this quarter of redeveloping 5 properties here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And our passive investors, they're just sitting back and relaxing it because they're enjoying receiving the double-digit returns, which is protected, secured, and insured. So if you're a passive investor, or if you have 401k or retirement income or decent credit scores in the 700 and above,
then download our chart for more information at nicholasbrownrei.club/partner, and I'll send you our DFW double-digit returns case study chart. Once again, for more information, go to nicholasbrownrei.club/partner.
I was like, yeah, I screwed up.
But you got through it, adapted, overcame. Wow. Okay. So that would motivate you. So was he a recruiter at that time?
No, he was just home on leave. He was home on leave.
Okay.
And he stopped. He came to the high school and just so happened I ran into him. So, but no, he was home on leave.
Okay. No, the corporal from Rick. So was
the corporal
friend too? Okay.
Yeah, corporal was home on leave.
Okay, and that what motivated you? Hey, I'm going to the Marine Corps.
He came to the high school and I ran into him.
Wow, that's strong. So over that time, what's your field? What are the types of field that you specialize in at that time, from beginning to the end, that stood out? Like, man, that was a very special field that I did in the Marine Corps to lead, that leads to leadership.
Yeah, I honestly, I would say gaining a better understanding that being in a management position that you can influence lots of human beings across the earth called Marines was a privilege. And understanding for me, understanding that privilege allowed me to build these global relationships and to be able to make a positive impact on these people for years. Once I realized that, probably about the 10-year mark of my Marine Corps journey, that's when I was like, man, what an opportunity.
Okay. So that's a question. I kind of jumped the question. What's your understanding of leadership?
Leadership is a behavior.
Okay.
Leadership is a behavior, right? Leadership is a behavior. A leader is someone a leader is someone that their behaviors have the potential to influence, right, people. in a good or bad way. You can inspire people to do bad stuff. So people, so
Right. You can be a bad leader to
you
teach,
can,
guide them in the wrong direction. Yeah.
right. But my belief of leadership, it's behaviors, it's actions that a person demonstrate, right? They perform that motivates and inspires another human being to do something for the betterment of mankind, right? Their actions actually improve the ability of others to personally and professionally perform and develop. That's my belief of leadership behaviors. What are they? And then what's a positive leadership behavior? And the metric is, how does the other people around you behave, right? How does they do their behavior improve? Does it,
Right.
does it get worse?
Which that leads to the next question. How did you teach them? What was one of your methods that you and your subordinates would teach to lead your team, the crew?
Yeah, well, first of all, my belief, you got to start with yourself. You have to do self-reflection. Before you can start I'm a facilitator, I'm going to teach. Well, there's a process, and it's a continuous process. One of the models I like to use is Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy, for me, it's a great model. For me, it's an effective mental model that allows you not to get stuck, right?
Can you repeat that, sir? Because I'm writing down for the list. Bloom's.
Yeah,
How's the last part? Taxonomy.
Bloom's taxonomy. Oh yeah, and that model essentially you have to choose it, right? You have to choose. But if you choose a model similar to Bloom's taxonomy, essentially what happens is there's an action, right? Then then after that action, you reflect, you learn from it, you evaluate, and you continue this process.
Right. That's deep.
Yeah. So for me, it was first of all understanding me. What is it about me, my belief system, how I see things, my emotions? It's complex. There's layers of stuff. Like there's no cookie cutter approach.
Right.
But once you gain a better understanding of you, and in what is your discipline, your thinking process, and what things about you do you need to change, with the end state that your behaviors will motivate and inspire positive behaviors from those that you've been privileged to be in charge of.
Right. Wow, that's deep, man. That's deep. Never heard of that. We're gonna take notes on that, ladies and gentlemen. I'll send a text message. I'll put that in the description also. We will. That's deep. I never heard of that. I appreciate that. So overall, and I appreciate your time, what's your perspective on today's leadership compared to the leadership in the past?
Yeah.
Methods compared, like for example, you said Bloom taxonomy, right?
Yeah.
So what's your perspective on that?
Yeah, my perspective.
Things change?
No, the constant is humans. The constant is humans. The constant is humans. No matter where you go on Earth, there's about the last global census report I read, it was 7.8 billion humans. So the constant is humans. The behaviors change every second of the day because every human being processes a behavior differently.
Right.
So you have to continue this process of understanding that this behavior may influence, right, Nick, to love his wife more, or to perform better at work, but it may not do that for Mario.
Right.
So how do you work on designing an approach that's very diverse, right? That's very dynamic, where you can take a diverse group of people and you can develop very effective behaviors through communication, through your nonverbals, your nonverbal, right, communication, and this complexity of things we call leadership behaviors, where now you have 50 or two different human beings, we're all different, that are all developing and growing, right, and improving their personal, professional performance through your help and through your behavior. Yeah, absolutely.
This episode is brought to you by Nicholas Brown, REI.club.
Hello and thanks for watching this brief video. My name is Nicholas Brown. I'm an author and a residential developer here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we're on target this quarter of redeveloping 5 properties here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And our passive investors, they're just sitting back and relaxing it because they're enjoying receiving the double-digit returns, which is protected, secured, and insured. So if you're a passive investor, or if you have 401k or retirement income or decent credit scores in the 700 and above,
then download our chart for more information at nicholasbrownrei.club/partner, and I'll send you our DFW double-digit returns case study chart. Once again, for more information, go to nicholasbrownrei.club/partner.
So everybody goes, there's a lot of changes. Well, yeah, there's changes in the statistics. Maybe we're at 7.9 billion humans.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you listen to the past episodes, he just hit my 4 Ds of success. I have never met this person, this Marine, but as he said, we got the same type of mindset in the patterns. I call the 4 Ds. First, you design, you develop, deliver, delegate. You got to design, Sergeant Major Mario, we're going to design a plan where we're going to develop. Once we develop, we're going to deliver that. Then we're going to delegate it to the next squad, because now we made a template from our design, our plan. But man, that's strong. You just hit those D's. But I never thought about diverse and dynamic. Wow, that was deep, man. That's deep. But you got to know how to adjust, because everyone has different types of personalities or ways that motivate them to move to that next step.
You know, Nick, and then there's external environments today, right? Today, there's no death in the family. Tomorrow, mom dies.
Mm.
So it's complex. There is no cookie. I just might believe there's not a cookie cutter approach to leadership behaviors, developing them, refining them, evaluating them daily, because the people you may be leading, they may have external things that are occurring that you're not aware of, that they weren't aware of, that was going to happen when the sun came up or went down.
Right. Man, you deep, man. Man, I hate I caught you at this small amount of time, but it was powerful. It's powerful. So what do you have now, since you've been retired for now at the time of this recording for going on, 2 years?
Yeah, just over 2 years.
Okay. What do you have going on now?
No, great question. Thanks for asking. So I'm a philanthropist. I'm a founder and president of a nonprofit called Still Serving Incorporated. It's a 501c3 by IRS tax code. I'm a small business owner, founded and run a speakers bureau that primarily provides service for non-independent, right, non-exclusive speakers if they need our services. And then I'm a podcast producer and host on Unarmored Talk podcast, wonderful podcast.
Wow. And
then last but not least, I work part-time for Department of Labor for vets, TAP facility, for vets and TAP program, and that's for the help transitioning service members and families.
Keyword.
Transition exactly. From the military to the private sector.
Right. Which that's a challenge for most. Am I right? That's a challenge.
Absolutely.
Right. Especially at this time of this recording, what's going on with the pandemic and COVID. And so it's hard to adjust or get prepared for that next step if you're about to retire, to adjust, to try to find a job or your standard way of living at that time. So you have a business, you teach that, right? Or you have sources for that to teach people how to transition to the next stage of their life?
Yeah, I actually work for Department of Labor.
Okay, you actually work for the Department of Labor. Yeah, we're gonna make sure we put that in the description also, because the type of demographics that people are listening in, Sergeant Major, they want that source, man. If you look, I'm pretty sure you have looked at the LinkedIn. I've been looking at the LinkedIn the last 3 to 6 weeks since I started this process that I'm doing now. Whether it's Marine Corps, in the military, they want help for that. It's hard for them to find help to adjust, and I'm definitely going to plug your information on there because it's needed, and the people that's listening, and they need your help for that, man. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So this is what we want to do. You can spend between now and the next 3 minutes, how you want to hype it off. The time of this playing is, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to end the year of 2021. I want Sergeant Major of the United States Marine Corps to set it off for next year. It doesn't matter if you're in the Marine Corps or whatever, whoever listening, we're going to set that new year off right. So it's all on you.
No, I'm actually nervous, Nick. I mean, I never thought I'd get
no. Ladies and gentlemen, he has a video. He has a video where he was just the video for United States Marine Corps, how he's got out, man. He's just natural. He's natural, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever get a chance, go to his YouTube. Go to the link there. You'll see it all over LinkedIn and YouTube. United States Marine Corps, you will see him. That's why I say I'm honored to have you, man. But I want you to set it off, Sergeant Major.
You know what? If you know, no, nigga, I appreciate it. You know, I'll leave two things. Number one, something to think about. Number two, something to think about. Right.
Okay.
So number one, try working on really being deliberate in the raw material called words and how you put them together. Okay. And what I mean by that is, next time you have a meeting or you're with your family, whatever, don't think about what can I do to make the house better or the business better or the podcast better, but change the words to what can be done. I believe we can make global change if we all come together and go, what can be done, not what can I do. Changing small changes in words can have a global impact in your performance and behavior. Right. And then the last thing is I hope and pray and challenge everyone in 2022 to do things that will, one, outlive you, and two, it will make it better for the next generation to come. The thing that separates human beings from all other living beings is what we're doing right now, Nick. We're the only living beings that can communicate across generations for hundreds of years, where other living beings cannot start a podcast. In 10 years down the road, the hawk is going, oh, okay. Or the rat is going, now I know what that silver thing is with cheese. We're the only living beings that can make a choice to put some effort to create something that can educate generations long after we're dead. Please do that in 2022 for that next generation, so our world could be a better place after we're long gone.
This episode is brought to you by Nicholas Brown, REI.club.
Hello and thanks for watching this brief video. My name is Nicholas Brown. I'm an author and a residential developer here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we're on target this quarter of redeveloping 5 properties here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And our passive investors, they're just sitting back and relaxing it because they're enjoying receiving the double-digit returns, which is protected, secured, and insured. So if you're a passive investor, or if you have 401k or retirement income or decent credit scores in the 700 and above,
then download our chart for more information at nicholasbrownrei.club/partner, and I'll send you our DFW double-digit returns case study chart. Once again, for more information, go to nicholasbrownrei.club/partner. Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wrote that down. I'm going to repeat that. What can be done? That should be your mindset and your thought pattern for next year. What can be done for the family or business? What can be done? That way, at this time, when you play this at the end of this year, in December of 2022, you can look back and get a better perspective of how you can better that, what you have done and completed. Sir, Mario, hey, man. I appreciate your time here, man. I see other episodes, but we'll talk about it at any time. Man, anything I can do to help, that's what I do. I build a bridge. And once again, I thank you for coming on the show, sir. Okay?
No, I'm thankful, Nick, for you too, man. Thank you so much.
No problem. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. As I said before I end this, don't condemn, don't complain, because you have a choice to make a change. Have a great day.
Thanks for joining us on the Nicholas Brown Podcast. Make sure to visit our website, www.nickbrowninc.com, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Stitcher, or via RSS, so you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. If you like this show and you are a new real estate investor, then check out one of Nicholas's free reports called the Wholesale Dominator Report, also located on our website, www.nickbrowninc.com/free reports. Be sure to tune in for our next episode. And remember, don't condemn, don't complain, because you have a choice to make a change. Have a great day.